Five pair wise dice, then a 10 to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Off the mirrors, a pit, quick, grinning from ear to ear. Craving the rain in the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and it is happy Friday for you guys. It's a little chilly. I was saying that my sinuses are going to be going crazy today because, and yesterday started because the weather was changing. And so it's just going to be one of those things. And, Ace had been enjoying his time going to the, getting out and about because my big boy needs to lose some weight. He picks it all up in the wintertime because all he does is lay in his bed and go and lay and just hang out. All he does is eat and sleep. He doesn't really do a whole lot. So, and that's probably my fault. I probably need to get him out to do some walks or something like that. But anyway, that being said, hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. I didn't know if we were going to be on today because I was supposed to be helping with this Christian basketball tournament, at Santa Fe Family Life Center, but that did not happen today, so I got to come on and do the show unexpectedly, and but I'm glad I'm here with you guys, and there was some great games last night in the NBA, and remember, guys, go ahead and, I don't know why I just did that. That did not work at all. Anyway, there were some great games yesterday in the NBA, but if you want to go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, and you'll be able to like, subscribe, and hit notifications. And let me see, where is that at? Yeah, hit like, subscribe, and notifications. So that way you can go ahead and ask us any questions, and I can see them live. Or you can comment on anything that I am talking about, or if we're joined by Drew Henthorne of Husker Drew Picks, and Nathan Taylor of Y&B, and High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman, you're more than welcome to do that. So search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, like, subscribe, hit notifications, and then, of course, tonight the Thunder are playing, so you can go ahead and search After the Storm, the OKC Thunder, and then like, subscribe, hit notifications, and I'll answer any questions tonight for the game while we're talking about the Thunder game against the Heat tonight. So, but anyway, that being said, I hope you guys got to see last night, the Celtics and the Nuggets, who everybody predicts that's going to be the prelim to the NBA Finals. Being an Oklahoma City fan, being a Laker fan, my Lakers are not going to make it. So right now I'm all in the Thunder trying to get there. The trade deadline passed. I saw something today that was talking about how the trade line passed and the Thunder did not, what do we have? 18 picks or 16 or 18 picks over the next 6 years or something crazy like that. And the Thunder didn't do anything to improve what we're hurting at. And we did get Biombo, because what we're hurting at is in the middle. We're hurting in the paint. And we've talked about this before. I've been talking about this last year. Drew Henthorne, Ben Dillman, and myself, we talked about pre-draft. We said, listen, the Thunder need to we got to fix our shooting, three-point shooting. We're going to have to, number two, we're going to have to improve our perimeter defense because we were just getting killed last year with easy cuts to the basket, people scoring on us points in the paint. It was just ridiculous. And then we have to improve our inside presence. And those are three things that we needed to address. And Sam Presti addressed the three-point shooting. He addressed the perimeter defense. And really he did both of those by adding Chip England, of course, the Thunder shooting coach from San Antonio, regarded as the best shooting coach in the NBA. And then by drafting Cason Wallace from Kentucky, you got defense and you got a guy that can shoot. So those are two things that he did address. But our inside presence, there are some people coming up in the draft and maybe he wants to move up and that's why he's keeping his picks or whatever. But I don't really see, we did trade for Gordon Hayward, but I believe they did that strictly for his salary for us for next year. That's what I believe. It's an expiring contract. So I don't think we got him for anything other than, he's going to shoot a little bit, but then it also allows the coach to take Cason and Wiggins off of replace them with J Dub instead of SGA. And to this day, I'm just like, look, I understand what you're doing, Thunder, trying to do that. But listen, your best five when you need to make stops is SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Kaysen, and J. Will or Chet. And if J. Will that's Chet. That's your best five. They all can shoot the three. They all can defend. And the most importantly, you have Chet back there blocking shots. But even more importantly, they all give the ball to Shea, and Shea is the man. And everybody sits back and knows that, number one, he's going to look for his shot first. Number two, he's going to make a pass to the correct person to either shoot a three or somebody cut into the basket. So he's going to do that. Those things are automatic. That's given. So that group, there's nobody up, trying to bring the ball up the court when he's up there with J Dub. He's always down the court. It's like yesterday, the other day at the game against the Blazers, second quarter, beginning of second quarter, he didn't come down there to get the ball one time. And I'm like, okay, why are you down there trying to bring the ball up when SGA is in the game? When SGA is not in the game, then you go down on the other end. What the hell are you doing down there in the first place? And like I said, that's the thing that drives me crazy about the Thunder. And the thing that worries me, because to me, you're driving a wedge. And if any of you all have been, if any of you all have been in a locker room before, what the coach does and doesn't do affects the locker room. How he treats players, how he does things, it affects the locker room. And if you don't see that the Thunder's locker room is fractured, you're crazy. J-Dub really thinks he's the man, but he's starting, we're going to see tonight, because this is his first home game back, because, he was sticking his chest out and doing all this stuff. And the last couple games on the road, he's been a non-factor, even though he did get player of the game, which was ridiculous. But once again, that's the Thunder. They're going to promote him because, like I'm trying to tell y'all, like I tried to tell you about KD, the Thunder are going to use him they're going to promote J-Dub and Chet. Now, the rest of the NBA talks about SGA, Chet, and then mention J-Dub as a nice, guys coming up. He's going to be he's a nice third wheel to those two. But the Thunder believe that it's J-Dub and Chet. And SGA, they want SGA gone because Sam Presti wants more picks, and our guy Nathan Taylor of YNB made the comment that, the one thing Sam Presti would never do is be out of picks again. And let's face it, he has done everything he does to get as many picks as he can. But what did he do? The first thing he did, he got SGA. The second thing he did, you got Josh. The third thing he did, he got J-Dub and Chet. The fourth thing he did is he got, he got Josh, then he got Isaiah Joe, then you got Chet and J-Dub, then you got Kaysen, okay? And let's add Wiggins in there, but he's really he's a defensive piece and stuff. But anyway, what you did is when the Paul George and Russell, you got SGA, then you got Josh, then you got Isaiah Joe, then you got Chet, J-Dub, and now Kaysen. That's what you've done in the last 4 years. So you built your team up, and let's face it, the Thunder are moving way faster than anybody thought they would, including myself. And I was, because, me and Randy Wright of YNB and the Commander, and Mark Long of SRB, we were at the games. And along with you other 8,000 or 9,000, there's 14,000. There were no 14,000 people there. A quarter of the suites were closed. We'd walk by and like, there's a suite closed, there's a suite closed, there's a suite closed. We were there, okay? Now, it's funny, all you people that are coming to the games, which I'm happy, and they're supporting and being there with the Thunder. Hey, I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. But where the hell were you when we were struggling? When, myself and, like, the Commander, Randy Wright, he's had season tickets the whole time, and he and I would sit there and just go, man, it was so hard for people like us, like me and him, and Mark Long as well. Because, we had been there from the very beginning. So we knew what it was like to win. We knew what it was like to be on top. And then we watched it crumble because they chose Westbrook over Harden, over Ibaka, over Scotty Brooks, over Kevin Durant, over Sabonis, over Reggie Jackson. That's what they did. Plain and simple. That's what the Thunder did. Then we got Paul George, and once again, we're running out. Once get to the playoffs and you're done, one and done, because that's what the decision they made. Now you're a championship contender again, and now you're going to get rid of your best player again, your first team All NBA player. And remember, SGA when Michael won an MVP and Steph won his MVP, SGA is about to do the same thing. The difference is the national media in Denver are pumping up their MVP candidate. The Thunder don't promote their MVP candidate. They're promoting J-Dub. So SGA is going to probably fall short. And my deal is this: Jokic is putting up great numbers and they're winning. But so the hell are we. The difference is that the Thunder aren't on TV. Okay? The Nuggets are, and they're defending champions, and they should be. But nobody gets to see what the Thunder are doing, how young we are, the way that SGA plays, the way that J-Dub plays, the way that Chet plays, the way that Casey comes in. When we have that five in there that I tell you about. When you have that five in there, SGA, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Chet. That five in, well, Jay Will before he got hurt. When you had that group in there, they were rolling. Now you bring in Gordon Hayward, and you've got Gordon Hayward and Dort playing with SGA. And then you've got Kaysen and Wiggins playing with J-Dub. Why? Because he's trying to build chemistry with that group. J-Dub is not SGA. He's not the defender. He plays decent defense, but he ain't him. He ain't going to be all in NBA on defense. But think about this. SGA has to do something that only two other people have done, and both of them are MVPs. And then he can be all defensive team, first team all defense too. So he can be all NBA, do something only two other guys have done. By the way, both of them won the MVP that year. And he can be all defensive team, which Steph never was first team all defense, okay? That's not what Steph does. That's not what he's trying to do. And so to me, it's like, Thunder, why aren't you doing that? And I do this every week, and it's just frustrating. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to talk about the Thunder's game tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not gonna beat the Thunder up because it's just pathetic and it's just ridiculous what we're doing. Anyway, Thunder game tonight against the Heat. It's on NBA TV, and it's also on KSBI if you want to watch KSBI, which I don't even know how you can get KSBI. I mean, I guess you got to do it on a regular, have Arrow, have a rabbit ears or something. I don't even know how you get it out. And to me, I'm like, the Thunder, why are you even on KSBI? One of our owners must own that. I'm like, you should be out getting as many looks as you possibly can, and that you're promoting KSBI. Nobody's going to watch KSBI except for the Thunder, and that's it. They're not going to turn on KSBI to watch anything. But anyway, you have a big game against the Heat on a Friday night, and you have you have the thing that, okay, this is city night, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on KSBI. It's unbelievable. Only the Oklahoma City Thunder can do what they do. The Heat 35-27. The Thunder 43-19, minus 8.5. Over under is 224, which seems to be about our number against certain teams. And that's simply because the Heat are a great defensive team, but they're looking to win. They had a big win last night against the Warriors. So they go from California to Oklahoma City, flying halfway across the country. So we hopefully will have them a little bit tired, and we can take advantage of that. But if that's what we're looking for, the Heat are well coached. Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best coach. And then they've got, Bam Adebayo, and they have Jimmy Butler. Now Javier is there. They've got the rookie, one of the possible rookies of the year, but even though we know Wembanyama is it. So anyway, 7 p.m. tonight on NBA League Pass. And then, of course, the Thunder, like I said, 43-19, and the Thunder are currently, when you look at the standings, they currently are in second place, a half game, because the T-Wolves took care of business last night, and we're going to talk about Anthony Edwards, and he was just ridiculous last night. The T-Wolves 44-19, the Thunder 43-19, half game back. They're winners of 2 in a row. We're, of course, should win 2 in a row tonight, but you never know. Then, of course, the Nuggets won last night, a big win over the Celtics, which we were talking about. The Clippers are sitting there at third. Now, here's where the West gets crazy. Between number 5, the Pelicans, at 6.5 games back, and the Lakers are 10.5 games back. That's 4 games between 5 and 10. That's 4 games separates them, and they all got to play each other. And it's crazy when you look at that. I mean, Pelicans 6.5, Suns 7, Kings 7.5, Mavs 9, Warriors and Lakers both sitting there at 10.5. I mean, 4 games. That's it. And between 5, 6, and 7, there's 1 game. a half a game and one game. That's it. Separating the Pelicans, Kings, and Suns. So the West is shaping up. It is just going to be tough. It's going to be a dogfight. The only advantage the Thunder have is that we have the seventh easiest schedule. Now, that being said, we looked at what the Thunder were going to win this year. And 44.5 was the over-under for the Thunder, which I thought was ridiculous. I said take the over. And just like last year, when, what was it, 17, I'm like, that's just ridiculous. Or 23, I was like, that's ridiculous. The Thunder are going to win way more games than that. I predicted 40, and I was right on the match. This year, I'm going to be off because I originally had predicted 56, 57. But after watching the Thunder play in the preseason and the way the coach was doing, I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. So I dropped it all the way down to 52, 54 max, but 52. And I'm like, yeah, we're not. We're going to do way better than that. And anyway, the Thunder have 20 games left. So in order to tie my thing, they've got to win 9 and lose 11. That's not going to happen. They're going to win way more games than that simply because what they have coming up. So when you look at the upcoming schedule for the Thunder, this is what they are going to be facing. So you have the chances of them really doing something are really, really good because of what we have. What we have coming up. And here are our next. What do we have? 7 games left in this deal. Yeah, 7 games left. So we play the Heat tonight at home. So we have a 4-game homestand. We have the Heat, the Grizzlies, the Pacers, and the Mavs. Okay. And what I've said is the Thunder need to go 3-1 minimum, if not 4-0 in this stretch. Now 4-0 would be preferable, but 3-1 minimum because of what the Thunder are going to be facing. Because when you look at what, when you look at what the Timberwolves are facing, the Timberwolves, they have the Cavaliers tonight. Okay, then they have on Sunday they have the Lakers, so they go to Cleveland, they go to the Lakers, they have to the Clippers. And they got Clippers, and then they turn around and have the Jazz at the Jazz back-to-back nights. So that's their next, let's do the next 4 games. So their next 4 games are at Cleveland, at the Lakers, at the Clippers, at the Jazz. Our next 4 games are Heat, Grizzlies, Pacers, and Mavs all at home. Then 5th game is at the Grizzlies. Their 5th game is at the Jazz. Their 6th game is at the Nuggets at home, and then the Cavaliers at home. So that's their next stretch where we have the Grizzlies and the Jazz. And then we go on the road to at the Raptors and at the Bucks. So the Thunder have every opportunity to really do something good here. You have a chance to really separate yourself based on these next 4 games. So you got to go 3-1 because when you look at what they're going to do in their schedule, they're going to play the Cavaliers tonight. They should win that, but I don't know because, they played last night, so back-to-back. So let's say that's an L. They should beat the Lakers, and then they have the Clippers. And, of course, the Clippers are sitting there with only 1 game, 2 games separating them. So, yeah, the Clippers are going to want to take a big chunk out of that. So you got to figure in their next 4 games, they could go 2-2. They could go 4-0. I mean, let's face it, they could go 4-0, but not without Karl Anthony Towns. I don't really see that. So I figure them going 2-2 at absolute worst between the Cavaliers, Lakers, Clippers, and Jazz. And then we have a much easier schedule in our next 4. So we need to go 3-1 and 4-0, like I said. So when you look at what both teams have, I wish I'd have put that up for you guys. But anyway, that's what the Thunder are sitting at and what they're looking at. So you have a great opportunity to really get. To be real honest, you could get a 2-game lead here easily in the West with the Raptors at the Bucks coming up. So you could really do something here, okay? And it's just, the Thunder have the opportunity. The Thunder have the opportunity. We really do. But, you got to go 3-1 or 4-0, 3-1. You cannot go 2-2. You cannot drop 2 games here. You've got to win 3 games minimum. They're all at home, and you must, and what we always say, you must take care of your home court. You must take care of your home court. Now, where are the Thunder when you look at them overall as a team? Where do we rack? Where do we stand up? Where are we as a team, as an overall team? Here are our team stats for the Thunder. And remember, guys, you can go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour - Matt Clark, and you can pull this up and you can comment or you can ask questions if you have any questions. So, but anyway, when you pull up the stats, here are the Thunder stats, okay? We average 120.9, which is 4th. And then we're giving up 113.3, which is 13th, which is kind of, I think we need to be a little bit, I wish we could, if we had more of an inside presence, I think we'd be better than that. But that's where we stand right now. Field goal percentage, we're 50.1%, 45.5 defense. So we're ranked second in shooting percentage and third in what we hold defenders for. So, like I said, shooting and perimeter defense were our two issues that we needed to fix. And we definitely, clearly have fixed both of those. 3-point shooting, we're ranked first. And then we're 12th in guarding the three-point line. So once again, we have improved our perimeter defense overall as far as field goal percentage and as far as three-point percentage compared to where we were last year and the year before and the year before. So the Thunder have done that. Great job by the coaches and doing what they needed to do to fix that. Pips, points in the paint. We're 7th as far as scoring, and we're 4th as far as giving up points in the paint. So, even though we don't have an inside presence, it looks like we do. Well, why is that? Because more teams are shooting 3-point shots than they are going inside on us until the playoffs. And the playoffs is where things get a little dicey and a little crazy. Steals, we're ranked 3rd as far as stealing the ball, and then opposition's 2nd. Turnovers, we're ranked 5th as far as turning the ball over, except for the other night, which was terrible. I don't know how the hell we had more turnovers than the Blazers, probably mentally, plus it's back-to-back. Then we're ranked first in turnovers as far as turning the opposing team over, 15.7. We are taking care of that. Our defense is just really, really stellar in what we've been able to do. And this is the big issue. Offensive rebounds. We're 29th as far as rebounding offensively, and we are 30th as far as giving up offensive rebounds. And it's just a glaring weakness. And, a lot of the issue is just not that we're doing it, but when we do it. It's when you're giving up offensive rebounds. That's the key. When a team is making a run on you and you need to stop it by getting a stop, by getting a rebound, you don't. And that's what's killing us. Second quarter, as far as when J-Dub and his group starts, we're 14th and 8th as far as opponents, as far as what we score, what we give up, and what we score. And then in the fourth quarter, we're 4th and we're 14th. In the second quarter, remember, we are higher because that's when it's SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, that group comes in through that little stretch, that 3-minute stretch is when we stop the opposing teams, and we usually make our runs during that particular time is what ends up happening in that deal. So anyway, that's what the Thunder are doing right now. So we're looking good. I'm really enjoying what I see from the Thunder at this point. And then shooting-wise, and when you look at the Thunder, as far as our shooting, okay? Our shooting, here's our percentages, everybody. SGA, 31 points a game, 54% from the field. He's up to 38% from 3, shooting 88% from the free throw line. J-Dub is having a fantastic year, 19 points, 54% from the field, 44% from 3, 80.8% from the line. Chet, 17 points a game, 54%. I mean, you look at that. Our big three are all right there together in field goal percentage. Chet shooting 39%, but only 78% from the free throw line. Remember, he wanted to be the first 50, 40, 90 guy. That's what he wanted. Not first, but that's what he wanted to be this year. That was his goal for himself. And he's at the 50% mark. He's just below the 40% mark as far as threes, and then he is at 78%, so he's not going to make the 50, 40, 90, the 90%. He hopefully has a chance to do 50, 40, but, he's got to have more games of 3 for 4, 4 for 5, 4 for 6 if he's going to bring that up past the 40 mark. And he goes 40, and then he'll drop down, and he goes back up, so he has a chance to get there. Josh Giddey, 11.3, 44% from the field, 32% from 3, 82% from the line. And like I said, this year for me, Josh, I'm giving him a pass. I just am. I don't think it's fair for anybody to really give Josh a hard time, and I've said this to multiple occasions to multiple people. I'm like, dude, he was trying to stay out of jail. You can't, that's got to weigh on you. I don't care who you are. Lou Dort, 10.9 points per game, 47% from the field, 39% from 3, 81.9% from the line. Isaiah Joe, 8.4 points, 47%, 85% from the line. Now he's dropping all the way down to 42%. He was up at 50, and now he's dropping down. And then, of course, Kaysen is dropping down as well as far as three-point. He's at 41.7. Wiggins is just now holding on to 50% at 6.2. but he does have big games in him. And Kendrick Williams is the one, 39.8. He's really, we have to have him step up and knock down shots. And of course, Jay Will is out. So that's what the Thunder look like as far as overall team performance and what they have been able to do thus far. So we want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. Appreciate those guys. Russell Williford keeping us up and running. If you have needs for computers, software, or website design, they can do it for you. They are fantastic. And like I said many times, the thing I like about them is if your computer is not is not a mechanical issue, but just software. Hey, they can just remote in. They don't have to go into your computer. They don't have to come into your office and disrupt you. They can just remote in and fix whatever. Love that. They do it for me well, not all the time, but whenever something goes wrong with the show, they come in and do it. I love those guys over there. So hit Russell Williford up over at Collaborative Logic. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, they love to be behind the scenes. Hit my guy Mark Long up. They love, like they said, if you have a complex or something that you want to build, hit those guys up there. Make sure everything is done, mechanicals, everything are laid out perfectly. The land is prepared, so you don't have to worry about flooding and any issues like that. Oak Grove Trucking and Jose Fierro, if you have needs for rock, dirt, or sand, he is the dude for that. Greg and Max Nafee at NAFCO, appreciate them for supporting my academy, Matt Clark Basketball Academy, as always, and all the things that they do for that. And they, like I said, the great thing about those guys is that they've helped 5 kids who would not have normally gotten a scholarship to college to work out with me and get home their basketball skills and as well as education, because part of being in my academy is you have to be smart. You have to take care of your grades because basketball or sports alone is not enough to get you past where you need to be. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. Appreciate those guys so much. Like Tuesday, we were at Georgia's Happy Hog, and tomorrow we're going to be at Cutting Up to get that done. So appreciate those guys for supporting us and allowing us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses. You can pre-qualify online with them at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the locations, the YNB at the main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon. YNB East was off the Parkway in 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang off Mustang Road in Mustang, Oklahoma. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. You can't miss it, right in front of the hospital. And YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And our latest sponsor, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th, Dale City, Oklahoma, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. Today they are closed because they're only open to 1 o'clock on Fridays. Closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. So appreciate marking those guys. And remember, guys, you can go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. Like, subscribe, hit notifications, and ask us any questions that you might want to do for that. Please, by all means, go ahead and do that, and we would be more than happy to visit with you. Now, in NBA last night, boy, I tell you what, the Timberwolves and the Pacers, Anthony Edwards was just magnificent last night. I mean, he was just magnificent without the big cat playing last night, so we'll see if they can keep that up tonight. But great win for them in Indiana last night. He was just, I mean, he went out a couple times with an ankle and then something else, but huge block. He missed a free throw and then came back up and made a huge block. Almost hit his head on the rim in order to salvage the win for the T-Wolves. Great win by them last night. And then, of course, the Heat and the Maverick. The Maverick took care of business over the Heat. Remember, the Heat have to come to us tonight. Then you have the Raptors and the Suns. The Suns took care of business at home against the Raptors. And then the Kings barely beat the Spurs. And I talked about this yesterday. Hey, Wembanyama's got that team believing, and he's playing well, and so are they right now. They're a tough out, but the Kings took care of business at home. And then the Celtics at the Nuggets. The Nuggets are now 2-0 against the Celtics. They beat Boston in Boston, and then, of course, took care of Boston last night at home. And people are ragging on Jason Tatum, but, I'm not going to rag on Jason. My thing with him is he don't have a go-to shot at the end of games. He is extremely talented. He's definitely one of the top 5 players in the league, that without saying. But against your arch nemesis, against the team that you're maybe playing in the finals, you have to step up and be the man. And he just wasn't. And 15 points is not going to get you none. Now, let's face it, Jaylen Brown had 42 or 44 or whatever he had last night. Yeah, that's great, but he is Batman. He is Robin. You're Batman. That's what needs to happen. When he's getting 40, you need to be going for 25 or 30. And I think if you do that, that's going to happen. But the Nuggets took care of business, and Jokic just pounded y'all inside, and there's just no answer for the big dude. There's really no answer for him. And when they get in that pick and roll, which y'all defended pretty well, he just decided, said, screw it, I'm just going to take Porzingis down low, and I'm just going to pound him and just shoot over him. And then he threw a great no-look. And I'm going to tell you what, Aaron Gordon, oh, my God. Whew. Boy, there's a couple of dunks he had last night. Oh, my. Oh, my. The tip-in dunk, the reverse dunk, alley-oop, and then Jokic just passed him at the end. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, big fella. He was on fire last night. And then, of course, everybody talks about the Warriors after their 35-point win over the Bucks. What do? Lose to the Bulls. I told you I'm just not sold on the Warriors. I'm just really not. I mean, it is what it is. They are who they are. I'm just not sold on them. I'm just not. Unlike other people. But like I said, the Timberwolves and the Pacers, what a great game that was. The Celtics and the Nuggets, what a great game that was. Watch both of those, and I'm just going to tell you, man, wow. Wow. It was just great basketball. I love great basketball. Now, that being said, tonight, this is what we have on tap. You have the T-Wolves playing the Cavaliers. Man, I tell you what, they've, like we talked about earlier with their upcoming schedule, they've got to get this one, but I don't know if they can do the Pacers, Anthony Edwards. I don't know if he can keep that up while the big cat is hurt. This is a chance for Oklahoma City really to stretch out a little lead, because Cat being hurt with the meniscus, that could really affect them as a team, and it could come down between a two-man race, or he may be back. I don't know how that's going to work. They haven't really discussed or disclosed the severity of the image to the big cat. So we shall see how that works. Then after that, the Heat are visiting the Thunder tonight in OKC at 7 o'clock, like we had talked about earlier. And then the Bucks at the Lakers. And I believe the Bucks are going to want to – I feel sorry for the Lakers, because the Bucks are going to want to come at them simply because of them getting smashed. They didn't get beat. They got smashed by the Warriors. Smashed. So I'm thinking they're going to be looking to make a statement and come back from that smashing, the beatdown that they took at the hands of the Warriors. So we'll see. But anyway, that's what's on tap for tonight. Like I said, you got the Pelicans at the Sixers. That's going to be a great game. So for the Thunder, well, the things we have to watch, and Thunder fans, the Pelicans and the Sixers, the T-Wolves and Cavaliers, of course, the game tonight between the Heat and Thunder, the Bucks and the Lakers. Because the Rockets and Trailblazers don't really affect us that much. But the Bucks and Lakers, yeah, that's a huge game. Our game against the Heat's a huge game. Then, of course, the Pelicans 76ers, huge game. We definitely need the Sixers to take care of business. And then the T-Wolves, we need the Cavaliers to win. So if those things happen, it's going to be fantastic for the Thunder and the upcoming schedule. Now, remember our basketball camp, it's going to be June 13th and 14th there at Santa Fe, grades 2nd through 8th, Thursday and Friday mornings from 8 a.m. to 12. Cost is $155. Here are my Venmo numbers. Matt Clark 103, Cash App, and then of course we have this URL. If you will scan that URL, it will pop you up, and you can go in and you can sign up your kid to get their t-shirt sizes and all that stuff. So please go ahead and do that for me. I'd appreciate that. And remember, we only take 20. Okay, last year we ended up with 24. I believe the Splash Camp, we ended up with 24 at Christmas time, but I usually only take 20. That's it, because we try to, my camp is more about teaching basketball than it is having a camp and having a bunch of kids. It's really not about that. It's just not. It's about making sure the kids understand what we're trying to teach, what they're trying to do, and get them better. That's what it is. And, of course, it is at the Santa Fe Family Life Center. Appreciate them for everything that they do for us over there. So anyway, Matt Clark Basketball Camp, June 13th and 14th, second grade through eighth grade from 8 a.m. till noon. Those 2 days, that Thursday and Friday. So please look into that. Okay. Now that being said, we had talked about the Thunder and the over under. Okay, and and Nathan and I were talking about this. It's kind of embarrassing right now, really. You're supposed to be a Thunder fan, and here's our over under. Last year was 23.5. Our 40 was the winning deal, and I predicted us to win 40. Nathan, the low 45, the high 50. 47-52, I'm embarrassed. But watching the coach play and his what he was playing at the preseason just got me off of what I was going to do at 56, 57 wins. And that's pathetic. And right now we're 43-19. So after tonight, hopefully we will have our 44th win. But it's pathetic. I look at it as pathetic. It's pathetic. Hey, Drew, what's up, man?
Oh, man, just your hands between the raindrops, brother. How are you?
Hey, just sitting here looking at the Thunder over-under projections that Nathan and I did. It's terrible.
45?
Yeah, Nathan at 45, me at 47. That's not happening. They're at 43 right now.
What did I say?
You didn't?
I didn't?
Nope. Nope.
That's weird.
Nope, you didn't send me anything. You and Ben did not send me anything.
I would have said 45, 46.
Yeah. And but your high would I think you said your high was 49, Drew.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, but anyway, so it was. I don't even want to put it up there. It's so ugly, bro. I don't even want to. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah,
but
regular season doesn't mean much.
No, it doesn't.
Anthony Davis.
No, it doesn't. But hey, how was your thoughts on the games last night, Drew? Did you watch the ball?
I think Denver's rounding into form.
Yeah. What are they, 7-1 since the All-Star break?
Yeah, Tyler runs through Denver.
They look good, don't they?
Yeah, they just look focused. They're dialing in.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody last night, and they were like, "Well, we have a winning record against them." I said, "Well," he goes, "We were 3-1." I go, "Well, really? We were 2-1. You can't count the game that Jokic didn't play. I don't count that. We're 3-1, yes.
And
we're really 2-1.
One hit a last-second shot.
Yes,
so
that's what I said. We're really 2-1, and we beat them on last-second shot. That's exactly what I said, Drew. I said it ain't really. It's a lot closer than that. Hey, what did you think about Anthony Edwards last night? Was he crazy? Did you see that block at the end of the game? Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah. He's a monster.
He really is, dude. But I just don't see them without Ant-Man, and they still haven't. Have you heard how bad the meniscus is? I've still been looking, but they aren't really saying.
It's 6 weeks.
Oh, it's 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're done.
They're saying first-round playoffs. But I'm telling you right now, if they had to play the Lakers and they're the one team, the Lakers
They're done.
They're done.
They're done.
They're not going to beat him without Ant-Man. But
No way.
Beat him without Anthony Towns.
No way. They're not. They're not beating it without them. No. But they won't be the number one seed without them because their schedule, Drew.
I don't think so either. I think Denver's going to finish one seed.
Yeah, here's their schedule, Drew. They play the Cavaliers tonight on a back-to-back.
I got them losing there.
Then they have the Lakers on Sunday. The Clippers.
That could be that's a loss.
The Clippers on Tuesday.
Boy.
And then
the Clippers are pretty fall, though. They might be able to beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and then they have they beat the Clippers 5 straight times. Then they have the the Jazz on Saturday and Monday. Then they have the Nuggets. Then here's look at this schedule, bro. Then they have the Nuggets, the Cavaliers, the Warriors. They have the Pistons as a break. Then they have the T-Wolves. They have the Nuggets in Denver. And then they have the Bulls.
That's got to be the toughest schedule.
Dude, their schedule is ridiculous, man. That schedule is not easy. It really isn't, Drew. They're going to be tough to hold on to the number. I just don't see them. Not without Cat.
Nope.
Not without Cat.
And that's saying when he comes back, he's going to be 100%. He's
going
to be rusty.
Yep, it's going to take him a while to get back in shape. And then when you look at the standings, Drew, you and I talked about this the other day. From 5 to 10 is 4 games separating them.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's
I tell you this, I've got a new thought is the Lakers can't beat Sacramento. They don't want to play them. That's a bad matchup for LA.
yeah. When you watched it the other night, that's what that said, wasn't it?
They're just fast, dude. They're too fast for LA. They made LA look slow.
Well, the problem is the height doesn't matter if you're flying up and down the court. Height doesn't help you.
Yeah, and they hit 19 shots in a row. So that was unbelievable. 19 straight possessions. They didn't hit.
I know. It was crazy. It was crazy. It really was. It really was.
They play like that, they're beating everybody. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
They hit 19 shots in a row. There's not too many people going to beat them.
No, there's really not. And then this is the thing, Drew. When you look at the Nuggets schedule, Drew, I was looking at the Nuggets schedule a little bit ago. Okay, here are their next 4 games, Drew. Okay? They play the Jazz tomorrow.
That's a win.
They have the Raptors at home on Monday.
Win.
Then they have the Heat in Miami.
That's a win.
And they have the Spurs.
That's 4 in a row. They're going to win 4 in a row.
Then they have the Mavericks in Dallas.
Mavericks can't beat Mavericks. Yeah.
In Dallas. That's going to tell you, yeah.
That's a toss-up.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Then they have the Nuggets at home, the Knicks at home, and then they have the Blazers, the Grizzlies, and they don't have anything really until they do Suns, Timberwolves. They have Suns, Timberwolves,
They could go
Cavaliers.
8-1 or 9-1 in that stretch.
10-1 easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really have – their schedule is really not that deflating when it comes to what they could do. It's really not.
Yeah, I was very impressed with them last night. They don't have a weakness. They really don't.
Well, the problem with the Celtics is, where the hell is Jason Tatum?
Yeah.
Where was he
I don't know
at?
what he did. He's MIA. Typical Dookie.
I mean, he has that deal where, like I said, he will go and he will when he's running, rolling, he can roll, but he don't roll.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I mean, sometimes he does, and he don't have a go-to shot. Like, how the hell you have Darius Garland on you and you shoot a fadeaway?
Yeah. Big games. He's MIA in big games.
Yeah, I'm like, now every now and then he will have a big game. Like he had Game 6 where he had 50 and whatever. But I'm like, dude, Game 7 at home to go to the NBA Finals and you lay an egg?
Yep. Yep. Terrible.
What I said is he was working out with Kobe at first when he first got in the league. And then when Kobe died, that kind of ended anybody kind of mentoring him on what you need to do at the end of games. But
I think it affected his game a lot.
Yeah, it did.
He was really coming on.
And I said, but to me, what ended up happening is he don't have a go-to shot at the end of the games. Why are you shooting a fadeaway with a guy that's 6'2" or 6'1"? You're 6'8".
Yeah.
Post him up and jump over him. What is he going to do? Am I wrong, Drew? You're shooting a 15, you're shooting a 12, 14, 15-foot fadeaway.
Take him down to the paint, back him down, shoot over top.
Shoot over top of him, jump hook. It's over.
Yep.
You're down 1, and you shoot a fadeaway.
He got that fade in his game. He got that little mid-post fade. He does it all the time. I mean, Darius Garland's on you. You got what, a 6-inch height advantage?
Yeah, 6, 7 inches.
inch?
Yeah, 6 or 7 inches. 7 inches, I think. Yeah. And you're shooting a fadeaway from 16 feet. I'm like, really? Okay. Even if he'd have made it, I still would have been like, why are you shooting a 15 or 15, 16-foot fadeaway on a guy 7 inches shorter than you? Just jump over him.
Yep.
He's not going to block your shot. But it's my thing with them. But the Celtics have the best starting 5. There's no question. But I tell you what, Aaron Gordon.
I put Denver right in there with them,
I know, but Aaron Gordon's dunk last night on that tip in. Drew. And you were right. You said he's the difference. He's a beast. What do you do with him?
Yeah. He's a matchup nightmare.
I mean, what do you do with him? He's gained, 30 pounds since he was at Orlando?
And then what was it? What's the other guy, the shooting guard? What's his name? The bald-headed guy. What's his name?
Oh, KCP.
No, the other, the big guy, the 6'10" guy. What's his guy with the Missouri?
Oh my God. Michael something. Michael.
Yeah. He went 10 for 10 from the field against the Lakers, 7 for 7 from 3, and made 8 free throws.
Yeah, was that Michael Turner? Is that right? Michael Turner Jr.?
Michael something.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, he's a beast.
They got a lot of matchup nightmares on their team.
Yeah, they really do. They really do. Michael Porter Jr., Drew.
There it is.
Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, he was a beast.
Yeah,
he was a beast at 6'10" in college. He couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah. I mean, he's got that. He would fit in perfect at Oklahoma City.
Oh my God!
That's
But
what they need.
what I was watching. Yeah, I was watching something today to talk about, Thunder have 16 or 18 first round picks over the next 6 years. And, Sam Presti didn't do anything. I go, Sam Presti's not going to do anything to add
Nope.
age to the team. He's just not.
Nope.
He's going to go through the
Stay
draft.
young, stay relevant, back.
Yep. And my deal is this. I was talking about it earlier in the show today. I said, Drew, since the trade with Paul George and West, since the rebuilding, the first thing you did, the first piece was SGA. The second piece was Josh.
Yep.
The third piece was Isaiah Joe. The fourth piece was Chet and J-Dub. And the fifth piece was Kaysen.
Yep.
And then you already had Dort in there. But you know what I'm saying, Drew?
Pretty good pieces right there.
And then you had Dort in there with SGA. But you know what I'm saying? You had Dort in there with SGA.
I don't think Dort will be in Oklahoma City next year.
Then the next couple of years, he's probably 1 2 years. Dude, why does he keep fouling 3-point shooters? What is that? What is that?
I said the same thing, and I'm like, dude.
I don't understand it, Drew. What are you doing?
Stay down on the floor.
I don't get it. I don't. I'm like, dude, because remember, was it the Denver game that you almost cost us because you fouled him and they missed the shot? I mean, dude, what are you doing?
D'Angelo Russell does that same stuff.
I don't get that. The one guy you don't foul is a 3-point shooter. I just don't.
Yep.
I don't understand it, man. I don't. It's just frustrating to me. But I think Keontae Johnson is the future answer for Lou Dort because he can still score, but yet he's big enough to defend. They're basically about the same size and width, except Keontae's a better scorer than he is. Because like I tell people, everybody forgets he was the preseason SEC Player of the Year at Florida the year he had the heart thing. And people forget that. He was the preseason Player of the Year in the SEC when he had that heart thing in Florida. You don't get to be the preseason any Player of the Year anything anywhere if you can't play, especially in the SEC.
Now you got the likes of Kentucky in there.
Yeah, it's in the SEC. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to play. And so but listen, I like to say is this: the Lakers, their schedule, Drew.
Tough.
They're our team, Drew, but god dang, Drew. They're our team, Drew, but dang, man. Drew, dang, man.
I mean, most likely we're probably going to be the 10.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Drew, it's. I mean, you have the Kings. Let me see. You have who do you have tonight? You have the Bucks tonight. Then the T-Wolves, then the Kings, then the Warriors. Yeah. Then you got Hawks, Sixers, Pacers, Bucks.
They need to win those 3 games. Hawks, Sixers, Pacers. They need to win every one of those games.
I mean that's Drew. Then you got the Bucks after that. Those 4 games.
Yeah, but I think Giannis isn't playing tonight. The Bucks got beat by 25 yesterday, so the Lakers should win that game tonight.
Yep. Well, I just laughed because I was saying earlier is that the Warriors get beat 50, win by 30, and then lose last night.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm not worried about the Warriors. I'm really not.
I'm not either.
I'm not worried about the
Warriors.
Warriors.
That's a good matchup for the Lakers, too.
Yep.
If healthy, that's a good matchup for the Lakers.
It's a good matchup for the Lakers and the Thunder, too. Both. Yeah. I think both. But when you look at the standings, Drew, I mean, right now it would be the Kings hosting the Mavs, the Warriors hosting the Lakers.
Yep.
And then the winner of that playing the loser of the Mavs Kings, which would probably be the Mavs. So you'd have to go to Dallas to win that.
Yep.
And I don't like the Lakers-Mavericks matchup either.
I don't either.
I don't like that matchup at all. They don't have an answer for Luka. And if Kyrie does, if they both go for 40 each, the Lakers are going to get killed.
Mm-hmm.
And how about Luka?
The Lakers need to get into that 7 spot.
Got to. Well, they're 3 games back.
Back of the 7?
3, yeah. They're 3.5 back. They're 3.5 back from 6, and 4 games back from 5.
I still think the Pelicans are going to fold down. I think the Pelicans are going to fold down the stretch.
Let's see who the Pelicans have, Drew. Let me see. Are they in here? Let me see. Who do they have?
That's who we need to lose.
Here are the Pelicans' schedule
we
coming.
need the Pelicans to lose in Sacramento to bump up into the 5th or the 6th spot.
Right. You got the Pelicans and the Sixers today, which the Pelicans should handle their business. Then they play the Hawks. They should handle the Hawks in Atlanta. Then they have the Cavaliers, the Clippers, the Blazers, and the Nets.
Win.
So they'll go 4-2.
Yeah, could go 3-3,
Possible. Or 5-1.
Hawks could get them.
Or 5-1.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, because they got to play at the Sixers and then at the Hawks. But that's tonight and Sunday.
I tell you what, the Sixers are just a dumpster fire without Embiid.
Aren't they? Well,
terrible.
Well, Drew, to me, it's just really simple because they talk about them saying, "Oh, well, look at them and all this," and I'm saying, "Well, what I see is I see them, and I don't, without Embiid, you know what I'm saying? Without Embiid, I don't see them doing anything. I mean,
no,
because
when he comes back, I mean, they're just, I don't know.
Well, Tyrese Maxey's a 2. He's not a 1, clearly.
Yep, 100%.
He's a 2. And I think that the beautiful thing about him being with him being hurt right now is that they really get to see what Tyrese Maxey is, and he's a 2.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, have they talked about SGA's injury?
I haven't seen it. When did he get hurt?
You didn't see him get hurt against the Trailblazers at the end of the game? Yeah, at the end of the game, dude, he was limping bad.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, I think they could rest him against Miami tonight. They could beat Miami without it, especially Miami coming back
to back. But do you take a chance though? To me, right now, if he's hurt, you rest him. But
who's their next game? Memphis.
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, they play the Pacers. We do Memphis. We have the Heat tonight. The Memphis Grizzlies on Sunday. The Pacers on Tuesday. The Mavs on Thursday.
Yeah.
If you can rest him, rest him against the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Play him tonight if you can.
You can rest him 2 games. You can rest him against the Heat and the Grizzlies. I think.
I don't know if you can beat. I don't know if we can beat the Heat without him.
Well, you'll get to see your boy J-Dub. I mean, if he can carry a team.
You mean the fact that he had 31 the other night? He was a player of the game, and SGA had 36, 6, and 5. I'm like,
yeah.
Like what?
What did J-Dub do against the Lakers? He was like 0 for 9 and 4 points.
Yeah, he didn't do anything in 2 games in a row. And this is what cracked me up in that game. I'm sitting there listening to it like, J-Dub, doing what he does. Dude, he scored 3 points. He scored 5 points. I said, SGA, he had 19 in the second half. I said, SGA had 15 in the third quarter when we made the run.
Yep.
And what they fail to mention is every time Oklahoma City makes a run, J-Dub is not on the court.
You think SGA pays attention to those guys?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He knows. He hears about it, Drew.
Well, you got to figure his posse around himself.
Well, it's just like me. If I'm playing and you, my boy, are you in? Well, I don't know about you. For sure, Chad, he would be telling me about it. Am I wrong?
No.
Chad would be telling me about it, okay? So I wouldn't have to worry about that. But I know you would too, but, Commander. But, so, they're telling him. And, the whole thing is just watch his body. He's tired of it, man. He's getting tired of it. Like, here you are, have a chance to promote. It's so funny is what he's getting ready to accomplish this, Drew, the other 2 guys to accomplish what he did, both won MVPs.
Yeah, I worry about him coming in the playoffs, though, man. He's taking a beating this year.
Yeah, he's not getting any calls,
he's
man.
carrying Oklahoma City. He's getting beat up every game. I mean, he's having to carry Oklahoma City right now.
But you know what, though? He has a personal trainer. He's like Mahomes. He has that personal trainer that keeps him, in shape.
They got to rest him against Memphis. They got to rest him against Memphis.
Yeah, you would think. But the whole thing is you can't afford with Denver crawling, they're 1 game back, they're half a game behind us.
Yeah.
You can't you gotta win. These next 4 games or 5 games, you gotta go 5-1. Or 6-0 or 5. You can't drop more than 1. You can't. No, I don't either, but you can't afford to drop 1, Drew. I mean, can you?
Nope.
I don't think so. By the way, yesterday, how'd you do in your picks? We're going to pull up your picks. How'd you do at St. Peter's, Evansville? How'd you do in your picks yesterday?
I can tell you real quick. Oh, let's see here. Get you.
Who the hell is
All right,
St. Peter's anyway? Who the hell is St. Peter's
Hey,
anyway?
man,
Where'd
don't you
you come?
remember when they made the run to the grade 8
No,
a couple years ago?
no, I
Yeah, and
don't.
then we got throttled by Carolina.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I
Uh,
don't. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't
yeah,
remember them now.
they got a nice little team.
Okay,
All
was that a
right, let's
winner?
see here. Let's see here. I had St. Peter's was a winner. Evansville was a winner. Mavericks was a winner. What did the Pacers do last night? Did they beat
Pacers.
or they win?
Pacers got beat last night, I think.
The
Yep.
Nuggets was a winner. South Alabama was a loser, and Louisiana Lafayette was a winner. So I went 7-1, 6-2.
Well, let me see the Pacers. Hold
Pat?
on. Let me see. Last night the Pacers. Oh, remember the Pacers got beat by Minnesota. Remember?
Yeah, okay, so I lost that game. That was close too. Damn near won it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
so 6-2 last night. That's not bad. I'm on a 15-6 little 3-day run. That's not bad.
yeah, that's not bad because I was wondering. I was like, "Dang, what did my boy Drew do last night?" I didn't know what he did last night. I mean, you know,
Decent little run.
yeah.
I've been really looking at some of these tournaments that are kicking started. This West Coast tournament's going to really get into the swing tonight, tomorrow, and then like I said, early next week, you got all the big boys start playing.
Hey, that reminds me. What do you think about the Thunder's odds against the Heat tonight? Isn't that a lot of points?
What's the line? It wasn't up when I saw it earlier.
I think it was 11, 8.5.
Let me see what I did.
Thunder at 8.5, 224.
Let's see what I did today. I took the early game. I didn't see my picks today, did I?
Nope, you didn't.
Let me get some. 11. What did you say?
It's
11.5.
No, minus 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Let me see here. I'll tell you exactly what I did. I think that's a lot, but I think I might take OKC if HGA plays.
Yep.
I think Miami Sharks. Let's see here. Ending. I already won one game today. What did I win today? Let's see. I think I won an early game. So I won Indiana State minus 12. They're a sneaky little good tournament team, Indiana State.
Yep.
All right, so I took the Cavs tonight, laying the 1. Thunder. I took the Thunder minus the 8 points.
Yep. You didn't do the under over 224?
I didn't. I just don't know what's going to happen there.
Yep.
Man, two tired teams. That could be an under. Miami likes to slow the ball down.
Now tomorrow in the Big 12, Drew, there's some huge games tomorrow, bro.
Monsters. Great game of college basketball. Great game for college basketball.
Dude, I was sitting there looking at it, Drew, and I'm like, Iowa State at Kansas State to start the day off. I mean, are you serious?
And Kansas and Houston.
Yeah, OU at Texas. I mean,
Carolina
Duke tomorrow night. Baylor at Tech.
You got Tennessee, Kentucky tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, but I'm talking about the Big 12. You got Baylor at Tech. You got Baylor at Tech, and you got OSU at BYU, which I don't see OSU doing anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. But you got Baylor at Tech. You've got Kansas, Houston, OU, Texas, and Iowa State, Kansas State. Dude, it's ugly.
Yeah.
And then now.
Good day basketball.
Yeah, and then of course your Big 12 standings. Now Monday we'll know what the brackets are on Monday, so we'll come on and we'll talk about the brackets and stuff on Monday.
We'll know tomorrow night.
Well, yeah, I know, but I won't be on though. We won't be on tomorrow night.
Yep.
So won't be on till Monday. So anyway, you got Houston, Iowa State, Baylor, and Tech. And Tech and Baylor, Texas Tech and Kansas are both sitting there at the same thing. That's why it's such a huge. This weekend is huge because Texas Tech and Kansas are tied.
If Kansas beats Houston and Iowa State wins, then Iowa State and Houston would tie at the top of the conference. I wonder who wins that tiebreaker because they both beat each other one time.
I would say probably Houston because of who they beat after that.
BYU got to stay out of that. If they beat Oklahoma State, they're going to stay out of that play-in on Wednesday. They won't play till Thursday.
Yep.
They'll play Baylor Thursday.
Won't that be nice for them, won't it?
Yeah.
But Kansas has to win, and Tech loses. That put Kansas at 4.
Right where they are. They could beat Tech, and then they would play Iowa State Baylor. Iowa State Kansas in the semifinal, and they'll be on fire.
Yeah, well, Kansas has to. If Kansas loses to Houston, I think they're set.
Yeah, you'll have OU Texas Wednesday.
Yep.
That's pretty much
Again, back-to-back games, Saturday, Wednesday. How about that?
Yeah.
OU Texas, Saturday, Wednesday.
Oklahoma State will play, and Oklahoma State's going to they'll play West Virginia?
West Virginia.
And then have to play either Houston or Iowa State?
I think it's we go to the 6th seed as we play I think we play BYU.
They should play the what? They should play the 1.
I thought they played the
last place team should play the 1, and then the winner, Cincinnati UCF will play the 2. Yeah.
God. Well,
I think that's right.
You'll be able to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to Thursday being Kansas City and just posting up and catching 8 teams playing, hopefully.
Yeah, you sound real thrilled, bro. You sound real thrilled about that, Drew. Like, oh, yeah, let me watch that. That's so exciting. Yeah, I really want to look at that, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to watch the Tar Heels play because they're going to be playing at the same time. Good thing about Sprint there, they got TVs everywhere.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I watched your Blues last night, Drew. I mean, Ben and I watched your Blues last night. They're not very good. No, they got smashed by New Jersey, bro. It was painful to watch, man. We almost texted you. Yeah, we almost texted you last night to mess with you. But trade deadline.
I just got me a new Blues hat too.
Nice. Well, the trade deadline ended. Jay Gutenthalь was traded from the Carolina to Pittsburgh. Kuznetsov was traded from the Washington to Carolina. So Carolina traded the guy and got a trade. How about that? And then Vladimir Tarasenko from Ottawa to Florida. So those were the trades. Hopefully, I thought High State.
You were watching my Blues and Cats last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I went there, got done at work, smoked a cigar, was hollering at Ben, and then watched the game. And then I went home early because the storm was coming. That didn't really happen.
I'll tell you what, there was some loud thunder and lightning last night.
Yeah, well, out where you were, though, but not where we were. Not over Cats. And I stopped and I went home, Drew, early because I was afraid that, for Ace. And
we're going nuts.
Yeah, and I got home and then nothing happened really over here. It rained.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Tell you what, if we needed this rain, though, the golf courses are going to green up nice in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be nice, dude. It's going to be real nice. But still, it was just kind of like, to me, I'm sitting there going, man, this is not helping me. I could have stayed out and drank last night, but, your dogs is more important than having a cocktail. You got to take care of your fur baby. So, and then, he didn't even sleep with me last night. He slept in his bed. I'm like, hey, I came home early last night. You ain't even hanging out with me. You going sleeping in your bed? What the hell was that? I should have stayed out. Well, I know you going to diss me like that, bro. But, he's a puppy. He does whatever the hell he wants. You know what I'm saying, Drew? He does whatever the hell he wants. I mean, kind of like your babies. They do whatever the hell they want. I mean, what are you going to say?
They do.
You just feed them and love on them and, whatever they want to do. You're just like, fine, whatever, dude, whatever. Do what y'all do. So, any comments you want to talk about tonight before you go? Duke, Carolina, who do you like tomorrow? Who do you like tomorrow?
It's a tough call, man. I'm going to look and see what the spread is.
Are they at home? Are your Tar Heels at home?
Cameron.
Oh, is that Cameron? Okay.
No, it's at Cameron, but I just think Carolina's a better team. Dude, that's not a good matchup for Duke. Carolina's big, and Duke's got a lot of small guards. They, if Baycott can just stay out of foul trouble, they'll be all right. It'll be a close game like it always is. So it's a toss-up, but lots of good NBA this weekend. Lakers play Sunday night. Got a big one against T-Wolves.
There's so many games, man.
I probably won't leave the house, honestly. I'm gonna hole up and maybe do a little yard work and go back and forth and just stay home.
Well, it's gonna be cold, so I don't know how much yard work you're gonna do.
Oh, it's gonna be in the 60s tomorrow.
Yeah,
be nice.
Yeah. Tomorrow I've got to work, and then I've got to go to my boy Divas.
The ground will be nice and soft too. So trying to get out there and do anything, I could do it.
Yeah, I'm going to a party tomorrow night, so I'm gonna go do that tomorrow night. I gotta go to a party at Divas. new spot tomorrow night. So I got to do that tomorrow
I do
night.
want to shout out to my good friend Muhammad Manabi, passed away. God rest his soul.
Yeah, I saw
He was a
that,
great
man.
He's a great man. So went to his wake today, and he just did a lot of good things. He was a great guy.
Yeah, I saw that on social media. I was like, man, I didn't know he had passed away.
But
Yeah, then of
other than
course.
that, man, that's about all I got.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to go back. I thought I was going to have to do the Christian basketball tournament this morning, but I didn't. I got out of it. However, I don't know how the hell I got out of it. I got lucky. And then tomorrow morning, because we have big, huge tournaments on Saturday and Sunday. So tonight will be a not drinking too much night for me. Tomorrow will be a not drinking too much night for me tomorrow because I've got to work Saturday and Sunday. And, of course, tonight I won't be doing anything because, the Thunder play tonight, so we got to do the show after the game tonight.
Yep.
So it's going to be huge to see what happens. All right, bro. Appreciate you.
I'll probably chime in for that one. I'll be watching the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, tonight?
Over, so.
Oh, yeah. Because I think I'm going to the game. I'm not sure. I got to call the commander and see if we're going tonight.
The commander's been down. He's sick today.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, he's home.
Oh, well, I guess I can text Kimberly then.
Get feeling better there, Randy.
Yeah,
need you up and running.
Yeah, Commander, definitely get your butt up running, man. Well, maybe you'll feel good to come to the game tonight. No.
Oh, it makes you feel better.
Have a crown or two that might make you feel better. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Tequila shot, tequila and a crown, Phil champ.
I'm pretty sure the new wife, Kimberly, is going to 86 that deal and give him meds. I'm pretty sure it's about the meds. And he's got the two babies. I'm sure the two fur babies are crawling up in bed with him. I'm sure they'll take care of him. So,
Yep.
All right, bro.
It's raining.
Yep.
It's raining.
Yep, that's true. Hey, give the girls love for me and tell everybody I said hello.
Will do.
All right, this is my guy, Drew Hinton of HuskerDrewPigs.com. Go ahead.
It'll be good.
Yeah, he has to throw that trash out there. Got to put that trash out there. I don't know what his problem is. He has issues, okay? He has issues. Went from red Yukon to red Nebraska. He's got issues. That's all I can say. I love him.
Didn't even have to change my colors. Just red, white, and black. Looking good.
I'm so over him. That being said, everybody have a fantastic